Well, hello and welcome back to Gmodism. We're here with another Gimle battle. This time we're going to pitch the Juno class super battleship against the Gimle battleship. Now, this build is an enormous thing. It's absolutely insane how big and expensive this is. This is indeed a super battleship. It has the cost of 8.7 million, so almost 9 million. I guess that would be able to fit us a couple of, I don't know, is it 4 Gimles versus this? To kind of get it to have the same material value. So, since we did pitch the Gimle as a, well, against a lot of cheaper designs, just to see how they performed, compared to the Draconia, I thought it would be funny to pitch it against something that is severely outmatches it in terms of materials. Now, the Juno class super battleship is built by Zuzu, and it's available, I think it's available in the workshop, not 100%. But in any case, Zuzu has said for a while that she would like to upgrade this battleship because it is very outdated. Or not very outdated, but that it can be improved on many places that it was built a good while ago. And that might be so. But that hasn't happened yet. So until then, I thought that maybe, because the Gimle is so much cheaper, but that it's kind of fine-tuned, maybe it would be able to survive the Juno class super battleship. Now, this is very unlikely, of course, but I thought that, like, why not? Why not try it? Could be a fun thing to see if we can try. Oh my god, the lambs! They took it out! So close to it, man. So, almost 9 million. So it's 4 times as expensive as the Gimle. So as we tried it against some stuff that's less expensive, it's also 315 meters long. Yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool to see if what happens if the Gimle would really punch upwards. No. I'm just trying to check the length of the Gimle here because I don't have it in my head. 374 meters long. That's cool. So the Juno class super battleship is very... It's a very big thing, of course, but they are like similar in length. They are also similar in block count. It's just that the Juno class super battleship is a lot more expensive. 4 times as expensive, approximately. Yeah, kind of very close to 4 times as expensive. Those lambs, of course, take out the Gimle's crams here. One got through. That's pretty almost surprising there. So, the Juno class super battleship is down to 96% and the Gimle is at an 89. Yeah, there is no chance that the Gimle will be able to win against a ship that's 4 times as expensive. I would have liked to pitch 2 Gimles against the Juno, and maybe then we could see what type of damage it would deal when it comes to a opportunity where it's punching upwards for 2x, so things that are 2 times the expense of itself. But I don't think, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to record that. Oh no. Look at that. That doesn't happen very often. So 1 cram cannon is completely gone. Gimle is down to 81%. This laser is really drilling some holes there. Wow, interesting indeed. The Juno is at 95%, so the Gimle has dealt some damage, but you can see we lost one of the main turrets here. That's not good at all. This is a decoy cram, by the way. We're just following it to see what's happening over here. Gimle is at 79%. The Juno is kind of running away here a little bit. 4 times as expensive as the Gimle. That's a big difference. Oh my lord. This is a lot of vertical launch missiles. See if our interceptors start popping in here. We have several of them, but these are a little bit too much. Better have some diff rods popping in here to clean this up. It can clean up some of them. Oh my god, but there are so many. Look at that. There is so many. Ah! They are going for the Arcaballista. We got an entire turret missing there. How is it going for this laser to drill here? Maybe our smoke protection is actually decent enough. Is the AI damaged? Whoa. That looked worryingly. Seems that the AI is... Oh, the main AI compartment is untouched. There is another secondary AI compartment, by the way, but... Yeah. Let's see here. Juno class super battleship. 94%, Gimle 76. Not looking very bright for the Gimle, is it? Civ systems and lambs are trying to take these out. It almost went through, but not quite. So I don't know if we have anything that can go through. Our laser is trying to zap some stuff here, but I don't think that's quite enough. Here we got another cram shell popping in there. It somehow managed to ish get through. Didn't deal a lot of damage though. Oh, another one's popping in there. That seemed to deal some better damage. Look at that. Is that turret disabled? Yes. It doesn't have barrels anymore. We successfully took out that turret. Oh my god. The Juno class super battleship has 0 materials. I think it has a good couple of repair bots. So I think it might have used its materials for repair botting. That's crazy. Because it didn't have so much material storage. I think it only had like 200k or something. So probably the Gimle dealt so much damage that it kind of decreased. Oh my god, that's interesting. That can really turn the tide of this battle. That's absolutely insane. Because as said, the Gimle is like 1/4 of the cost of the Juno class super battleship. I would love to see, I know that Juno is an older project from Azusa, and she's more proud of a recent project, or not recent, it's pretty old too, but a lot newer and a much more developed version, which is the, not version, ship. And that's, what is it called? That is her Saturnus class battleship, and that ship is 16 million. Of course, the Gimle could not take on a 16 million ship. That's also modern and much more advancedly and better built. But it would be very interesting if Azusa would, or someone else could be able to help us to do a recording with, like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 Gimles versus that one. Could be really interesting to see how that would go down. See those lambs there, really popping. big fat lamb nodes, am I right? Gimle is at 71%. Whoops. What is this? This is heavy head. Alright, that's kinetics. Heavy head sabot things. Our only hope, I believe, is that the Juno runs out of materials and will not be able to reload its gun. Since it doesn't have much materials, I do believe this laser isn't dealing too much damage anymore, but it still seems to have shots in its magazine, which really is giving us a hard time here. Oh, look at this AI. It's still kind of intact, but we're just waiting for an unlucky reload point. Alright. Here we go. This is one of the doom crams. The Gimle is down at 66%. And the Juno class super battleship, she's still at like 92%. So it's pretty unlikely that the Gimle would be able to salvage this situation and not die. But we did take out that turret, so look at this armor. It's like really thick. It's like really thick. So yeah, that's why the Juno isn't so much longer than the Gimle, but still 4 times as expensive. That's a reason. All right. It hasn't fired in a while. Ew. Oh my god, I do look. Oh, and these lambs. Oh, of course, they don't have a lot of firepower left. Oh yes, they don't have a lot of firepower left, so they can't reload and he can't shoot. Are you kidding me? Will the Gimle be able to beat the Juno that's 4 times as expensive? That would make me very happy with the performance of the Gimle. I felt like the Gimle has been winning a lot of battles. Darn laggy. Is this a helium pump? That's a helium pump, that's not a water pump. Well, we're having stuttering, the water pumps are pumping. That's what's happening. That's, you know, that's what they do. Alright. Gimle is at 64.7% and the Juno is at 90. But the Gimle has a lot of materials and functional weapons, including doom crams. But the Juno is sitting here like a duck, with the yellow paint, precisely like a duck, and just taking damage. She's taking it. Will the Juno sink? Of course, the Juno, she's lasing the Gimle, and well, she's just trying to stay calm over there, having very big holes in it, but man, these lasers probably don't deal a lot of damage since the engines are probably not running very much at all because there is no materials. Unless the Juno has a lot of stored steam, but man, look at that, the Gimle is kinda sinking, isn't it? We're going really low here. Yeah, we're not using a lot of engine power. Oh my god, this is so much missing blocks. Look at that. That's absolutely crazy. Wow, I'm not sure I ever seen the Gimle this damaged, but still functional. That's actually pretty cool. Man. Okay, I'm happy that the Gimle fights until the last bits of materials. It ain't looking good. But it's also functional, which is like the world. Oh, that's really nice. The Juno super battleship is going down in terms of materials. Does it deal damage at all? The doom cramps are getting through. I think the Lambs has some type of engine power left, but I wonder if the Juno is like passively floating or not. Our game speed is like 0.5-ish, so kind of half speed. You can see she's trying to stay afloat. Oh, that's some parts. I think we did some EMP damage, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting indeed. I don't think the Juno, I don't think she's been dealing much damage to the Gimle in a while now. This is like a still frame. The Juno doesn't have engine power, it seems, because now every stored materials are gone. It's just sitting here, very still. See there, it's like passively spinning a tiny little bit. Oh lord, that is a lot of interceptors, man. Oh my god. Wow. And well, missile spam, ladies and gentlemen. 64 percentages. Well, we're of course gonna have a best of 3 here, but I do think we can conclude that the Gimle did win the first battle against the Juno. So let's go with round 2. I'm actually like more impressed that we are actually not lagging so much, that we actually can record this thing. I think that's the most impressive thing with this battle. I'm very impressed over my computer, and it's not that good. Maybe the Juno isn't very laggy after all. Azusa told me that, and I didn't believe her, because it is a 9 million ship almost, so well. But apparently she's right, it doesn't lag that much. There we go, round 2. Gimle is sitting here and having a good time, not really. Getting very fried by that lasers. Glad we got the smoke here. The spawn smoke in the front, but it still almost doesn't help. I don't know if this is a continuous laser or if it's a charge laser or if it's something in between. But it's pretty strong. All right. Whoa, look at those missiles. Very scary. See how our crams, we entered the degraded mode, it seems like. Can they go through? Oh no, they bounced. They bounced. Not good times. The Gimle is at 94%. Yes. The weather is bad, so we don't see very far. Look at that then. Oh no, look at the front here. Looking very sad. Alright. Laser is lasing here. Well, I don't know if it like... We have smoke still, so I don't know if it does anything important, that laser. Smoke is a good to have. No excuse to not have smoke. Here are some cram shells. I don't remember which are decoys or not. That's not the decoy. Bam. Bomb. And you can see, like, if we would set up the Gimle to battle the Juno, we would probably set it up to have a lot, like, longer penetration depth fuse, like time after impact fuse, so it would like detonate a lot further in. That could help the Gimle a lot, I believe. I haven't seen our laser in a while. Wonder what happens with that. Our crams are popping in there. That's good. Look at those missiles, man. We're not having the FPS of our life right now. Our... Look, oh, our lamps are so busy with this missile rain. Oh my god. We kind of a quarter speed game. Well, that's something. The cram cannons have changed its targets, it seems like. Let's see here. Those cannons are not a joke. They're very scary. If we get an unlucky hit, it can probably take out our AI. That would be really sad. I'm very happy that the Juno doesn't lag much more than like ships this size, but I do believe that's because it's so compact. Even though it's 4 times as expensive as the Gimle, you can see that the Gimle is a tiny bit longer and a little bit slimmer. The Juno is a little bit more fat, but it's not a lot, not a lot. Gimle is taller, of course, but there is not happening a lot up here. By the way, it seems that the Juno does not have AIs that are targeting blocks over water. So the party inside of the golden hole is unusually good. Unusually unscathed. Well, the Gimle is at 84 and the Juno is at 94, so I do believe that the Juno will probably not lose this one. They're really close to. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It kind of depends if the Juno's missiles will be able to target the Gimle even though they're so close. It seems they will be able to. Oh yes, I think this is great for the Juno. Actually, this is not great for the Juno. Look at that. They're like arcing over by a slight... Yeah. If we were like 100 meters to the left, we would probably not be able to. Yeah. Interesting indeed. Where are our crams? They're really readying their lands and stuff like that. You can see it. Boom! Got through. Is that a big turret? The Juno shedded a big turret there. The Juno has shedded 2 big turrets here. Interesting. Oh, the torpedoes are a little bit scarier. The Juno seems to have a lot of torpedoes too. I did see that in the previous battle, but I kind of forgot about them. And they're really slowing down the speed of the Gimle's forward propulsion. Our back sniper cannon seems to have been compromised, and our mortar cram seems to be severely damaged. I will check the AI compartment here. Oh my lord. So the main AI is heavily compromised. The other 2 AIs are fine this time, so okay. I don't remember what parts we lost, but I think we didn't lose the mainframe, but we lost some processing. I think there has been some incredible amounts of close calls when it comes to the Gimle's AI. Like, a lot of the time, it has been damaged in the edge, but not quite deleted, which is interesting indeed. I wonder if that's the placement and angles of the ERA, that the ERA protects the important part of the AI, but that it doesn't like protect all of them. So the Juno has missiles and 2 big cannons left. We're really struggling with these missiles here. We did shed a large cram turret there too. That's not good for us at all. The Gimle is down at a nice round number of 69. Oh no. It's really looking like the Juno will be able to take home this battle. But the Juno is running out of materials again, isn't she? Look at that. 23,000, 22, 21, 20. Oh my god, this is so exciting. This is very interesting indeed. They do get a tiny bit of material too for dealing damage, but not a lot. The Juno's lambs are still strong and stuff like that, but I do wonder if it has a lot of repair bots or something like that, because I don't know. Oh, it's out of materials. I don't know how it would otherwise be able to spend so many materials so quickly. That's usually what happens if you have too many repair bots. So the Gimle is down to 66%, which ain't good. I kind of want to see what shells we have here. This is armor piercing secondary heat and solid warheads, just to not die too quickly. Yeah, we have broken through the era layer here. 65%, not good. The Juno is out of materials, but you can see the lambs are still going strong. So it's probably steam, yeah? Probably has a lot of steam. I also would want to have some water pumps. Would save so much materials per second for me. would give me so much free engine power. So you can see we have some stuttering here. If you see it stops every second like that, that's because of the water pumps. For many people they cause this kind of lag. I'm one of them. So the Gimle doesn't have water pumps, just to lag a little bit less. Are the lambs? Oh. So I believe those exterior shields on the side of the ship does help with detonating the crams further out than they would have been otherwise, which is really good for the Juno there. Cram coming in? No, it got deleted. Another one? No. Look at that, it's firing VLMs now again. It has 0 materials, but man, it got away a few of them. Interesting indeed. So the Gimle is at 62% and the Juno is still at 91%. It's really looking like the Juno is going to win this, even though it is has no materials left. Well, the Gimle is down to 60, but it seems that some of the guns have gotten out of ammo. So the Juno battleship seems to be losing its ability to deal damage. Gimle is at 59%. Oh my god. This is so interesting. The crams are still not really reaching through there. We're gonna follow one of the shots through here. Wow. Look at the interiors here. Poor Gimle. It's very damaged. Very damaged. How is the auxiliary AI doing? If we can even find it. Let's see here. Well, these engines are really sad. Is it not? Anyways. Too crammed. 59%. Well, let's see if we follow one of these ones. I don't know if this is a decoy or if this is a real... Oh, that's a decoy. Okay. That's a real cram, right? Did it deal some damage? Who knows? Wow. 58.9 versus 91, but this one has no materials left. It doesn't fire, does it? Very interesting indeed. We're getting in more crams here. We got some packs going on here on the Juno. I do believe it probably has some RTGs, so it can deal some slight damage using that. And it's still at 90%, but it's really stopping here in the water. This is going to be really interesting to see what happens now. If the Gimle wins this, well, then it won 2 out of 3 battle, which means best of 3 is already achieved. So, very interesting indeed. I will just give a huge thanks to all of the YouTube members and all of you who are supporting the channel over at Patreon. The commissioned officers in the Army of Gmodism. Your support helps me a lot. I just wanted to say that. In any case, if you wanna support the channel but get something out of it that's not in the package of features for YouTube members or Patreons, you can always go to our merch stores, gmodism.com/support or merch /support or /merch, and you can see some different options there and /merch, and you can find some merch there. Very cool. I have a homepage which I need to update. In any case, this battle has really stagnated, hasn't it? It fired a missile. Oh my god, that's so unexpected. Look, it fired 4 more. I don't know where it's getting its materials from. Well, finally our interceptors have something to do. Not enough of them to overwhelm the Gimle's anti-missile systems. The Gimle has a pretty high budget into anti-munitions because we had some, you know, I was a little bit scared about the Turtle Lord for obvious reasons, so I did want to spend a considerable budget of getting problems like that out of the air. Literally. 58% versus 89. Oh my god, but no materials. So I don't know if it's gonna reload its gun or something like that, and that it's gonna start to deal damage. If not, the Gimle is actually slowly winning against Azusa's Juno's class super battleship, which is old and needs updating, but it's 4 times more expensive. So that would be, I would be impressed. Maybe it's luck. Our AI area is damaged, so it could have just gotten its AI deleted too. I am very aware of that too. But I'm just doing a best of 3. And I would love to see the Gimle being pitched against the Saturnus super battleship, which is 18 million, I believe. It's really expensive, but in that case, it's just not fair to put one Gimle against it, because the Juno was a little bit old and a little bit unpolished, so I thought that the Gimle still kind of has a chance-ish, hopefully, maybe. I didn't really think it would win, but I thought it would possibly win if we took 2 Gimles and put it as, against the Juno. But the Gimle really exceeded my expectations by a lot. 4 times more expensive. Quite amazing. But I would love to see the Gimle be pitched against the Saturnus, which is a much more like well put together design from Azusa. It's much better. But of course, having a single Gimle against that would be very unfair, because that would basically mean it has the same cost as, what is it, 8 Gimles or something like that? So in such a case, it's like severely outmatched. So I would guess that we would probably want at least 3, 4 Gimles to even start looking at that, because otherwise it's absolutely certain that a Gimle would not like have a single chance. Even if it's 4 Gimle against the Saturnus, it will still be outmatched by double, so even that would be an unfair battle to the Gimle, but it would get the added benefits of having like several ships, which is always a benefit. But in any case, I don't know if that will ever happen, because I know that with my current setup, I can't record that myself. So that would be up to Azusa, or perhaps a secret advisor, or Dr. Kreutzer, or someone else with a Uber computer that would like to help. Wow! The Juno is actually able to take out the mortars that are popping in here still. The mortars aren't very scary, but they're there to distract the lambs, and I guess they do that. Look at that! The Juno has put together and gotten some 5 new missiles. Looks like our AMS system will have something to do then. The lovely thing with the anti-missile missiles is that they have a slight area of effect thing too. Well, too few to overwhelm us, so yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Juno class super battleship has gotten so little materials left, it is now sinking. Which means that we can officially crown the Gimle as the... Oh my god, look at that! It's despawning, so it was able to reload its missiles. Can we get... Okay, man. It will DQ. It will DQ, right? Oh, yes, I thought so. Because otherwise I was wondering, are we gonna have a last second, like, turn of the tides here or something like that? Now, I don't believe these are guided anymore, since that they are probably relying on the detection system that doesn't exist anymore. But anyways, that's that. The Gimle has probably never looking this beat up ever before. Man, it's really looking very sad. But it was able to defeat the outdated, yes, but still 4 times as expensive Battleship, Juno class super battleship of a slight cost of almost 9 million. So I'm very happy with the Gimle today, and with that I would love you to like the video, because this was quite amazing, wasn't it? Haven't I built a pretty good Gmodism? You're being insufferable right now. So anyways, with that said, I will stop being insufferable, and I will just say huge thanks for watching. This is your host Gmodism, and we are signing out until the next Gimle battle, which I hope you will indeed enjoy.